last June, like they're telling the French and the Dutch people that they're invalidating their citizenship. Let's make sure they don't invalidate you. I'm very optimistic, actually, about Europe and about the Northwest and about Ireland. I know that may sound like a very unusual thing to say at times like this when every newspaper page that you open up has got one horror story after another. And I know that there are people that are really concerned about how they're going to put food on the table for their children, how they're going to pay a mortgage or a car loan. When is the next time they're going to be able to take their kids on holiday anyway? Those are real concerns. But I'm optimistic because it's at times like this that people reach down inside themselves and discover who they truly are. And when the Irish people do that, every time they've done it in history, we've shown the world who we truly are. We're the best of people. We're the best. We're respected the world over. You go into any part of America or Australia or almost anywhere in the world and say that you're Irish, you're welcome, you're respected. All over Europe, as I travelled around it this past summer and ever since, people, thousands of them, have come up and congratulated us on the decision, all of us, that we made and that they were all denied. Our next door neighbours in Britain would have said exactly the same thing. So, I believe, with the Germans. The Germans think so. So with the French. So with the Dutch. So with the Swedes. So with the Latvians, the Lithuanians, the Estonians, the Austrians, the Italians, the Portuguese. All of these people who were denied a voice. But we were their voice. And now, Libertas has gone in to Brussels. We have set up an office at Avenue Kortenberg, number 71. It is staffed with brilliant people from all over Europe, with young people from Ireland, with myself in there working with a great team leading this effort. And the effort that we are leading is a vision and a breath of fresh air coming out of the West, coming out of Ireland, saying we want a prosperous Europe, a Europe of the people, by the people, for the people. A Europe that won't ever turn its face and not pay heed and tell you that you cannot go down to the same heather, to the same bogland that you went to with your grandfather to cut a sod of turf and going over the a Brussels that needs to understand that this isn't about heating fuel, although it is about that too. It's about spending a hot summer day under a hot summer sun with your shirt off, turning the turf, making the grow beans, changing it out, learning who you are, who your people are, where you came from, learning who your grandfather is, learning who you are. When they tell the French people they can't pasteurize their cheese anymore, I can tell you that the French feel the same way. Because this isn't about unpasteurized cheese or just cutting turf. My grandfather knew the Irish name of every little thing that flew across that bog. I doubt many environmentalists in Brussels do. So, I am humbly asking you to put your faith in me. And I'm not asking you to do that lightly. Because I tell you, it's tough. It's tough be attacked every day. It's tough. It's tough to speak the truth and be called a liar. It's tough when they lie about you, when they say the vilest things. It's very tough. But I will do it. I will not surrender. I will not give in. I will defend your right to be who you are, to know who your family is, to be able to earn a living. I will use every shred of experience and know-how that I have to bring investment into the northwest of Ireland. I'll do better and have a more established track record in producing jobs around the world than any sitting MEP anywhere in Ireland. If I want to eat a piece of fish caught by an Irish fisherman, by God, I'll do that. If I want to burn a sod of turf up in my own bog, I'll do that too. What I do want to do is I want to make sure that around the world, investors, businesses, researchers, universities understand the genius that resides in this country and in the Ireland Northwest in particular. The talented people, the commitment to hard work, the work ethic, the decency. I'll make sure those investors know that. I will travel the globe to the extent that I can as an MEP and make sure that I do everything to bring every single job for any man or woman that I can into this constituency. I will commit myself to doing that to you. I will do everything I can to ensure that I will not fail. And I have known success in business, and I have known failure in business. I know the difference. I know what it takes to succeed. I want to work for you. Give me your support. Let's get out there on the ground, spread the message. Because our campaign here will be vigorous. We will be attacked. We will be slandered. We will be lied about. There will be attempts to distract every single day. And we saw that only yesterday. But our message is true. Our principles are correct. We are on the side of the people. We are not on the side of a political cartel in Dublin or in Brussels. If we work hard, we stay focused, we recognise that we are for Europe, but we are also for Ireland, and we are also for the Northwest, and we make our case, we will win. So, given the weekend that's in it, as we head into St. Patrick's, I pray to God and to St. Patrick for the fortitude, the humility, and the guidance to serve you well and serve you with honour. Thank you. God bless you.